Welcome to this quick start guide on how to use the Pioneer for You Ipv D2. The model shown is the pre-release test version of the Ipv D2. It is made of a metal construction. It feels quite solid and it is small in size. The Ipv D2 has a spring-loaded 510 connection that will allow most atomizers to fit comfortably in place. In the box there is also a proprietary USB cable for charging. To install the battery, simply slide the cover off. Inside you'll see there is a positive and negative mark. The Ipv D2 requires the 18650 battery to be positioned with the positive end pointing towards the base of the unit. The ribbon is positioned for easy removal of the battery. The cover can easily be placed back onto the unit. The battery shown is the Samsung 18650 25R. To charge the Ipv D2, there is a port on the base of the unit. Place the proprietary cable into the slot to start charging. An LED light will illuminate. To power on the Ipv, press the fire button 5 times within 2 seconds. The Pioneer for You logo followed by the Ipv D2 logo will appear. The unit is now on. To power off, press the fire button 5 times to reveal the system off screen. Press either the positive or negative button to power off the Ipv D2. To adjust the watches, simply press the positive or negative buttons. By holding one of the buttons, the unit will scroll quickly between values. By tapping the positive or negative buttons, you can adjust the values incrementally. I have now attached the Aspire Triton tank with a 1.8 ohm coil fitted, so I shall set it to 13 watts. You can now see the Ipv D2 firing. When stowing your Ipv D2 away into a pocket or bag, you can lock the buttons by pressing the fire button and positive button simultaneously to prevent it unintentionally firing. This locks the buttons. Press the fire button and positive button simultaneously again to unlock the Ipv D2. To enter the menu system, press the fire button 5 times within 2 seconds. You can cycle through the menu functions by pressing the fire button. To exit the menu, select Exit on screen and press either the positive button or the negative. To utilize heat sensing and limitation, you will need to use a compatible tank or atomizer. Shown here are the version 1 and 2 Aspire Atlantis sub-ohm tanks with the Vapor Shark Atlantis cores developed by Evolve. On the right is the Concavape Dodge V2 RDA with a spool of nickel Ni200 Clapton wire. It's important to note that you should not use nickel or titanium wire on devices that do not support heat sensing and limitation unless you have an excellent understanding of electronics and advanced core building. For this example, I'll be using the Vapor Shark Evolve 0.15 ohm nickel Ni200 Atlantis coils. To activate heat sensing and limitation, you will need to switch the unit from power mode to dual mode. Press the fire button 5 times to enter the menu. Press the fire button once more to reveal the power mode. Now press the positive or negative button to cycle between power mode and dual mode. We need to select dual mode. Press the fire button and you will be able to choose between Fahrenheit and Celsius for the unit of heat measurement. Once again, you can use either the positive or negative button to cycle between them. Now press the fire button again and you'll be taken to the temperature settings screen. By pressing the positive or negative buttons, you can alter the temperature value. I'll be setting this to 400 degrees Fahrenheit as I like using this temperature with the Atlantis version 2. Once set, press the fire button again and you will be able to select between Ni200 nickel wire and TiO1 titanium wire. You can use either the positive or negative button to cycle between the options. It is important to select the correct option to match the wire you're using for temperature control to work correctly. The Atlantis cores use nickel wire, so I will select Ni200. By altering the joules value, it will now effectively decide how quickly the Ipv D2 will achieve your desired temperature setting. By using the positive and negative buttons, I am selecting 35 joules for the Aspire Atlantis version 2. I have now attached the Atlantis version 2 tank with temperature sensing coils fitted. It is essential for the temperature sensing and limitation to work correctly by setting the resistance of the tank or atomizer whilst it is still at ambient temperature, or in other words, room temperature. Simply press both the positive and negative buttons at the same time to set the resistance. It's now ready to use. As you can see here, I'm firing the button utilising the temperature sensing functionality. Thank you for watching this quick user guide and overview for the Pioneer for You Ipv D2 mod.